Hi, and we're taking a look at a new action plan put up by our expert, Hanri Human. She has incredible images and worked with couples all over the world. You could definitely follow her on Instagram, learn a little bit about Hanri, and she's created all the steps when you're picking a wedding photographer. So, things that you need to be aware of and that you should be asking. So, this is super helpful. And even if you're working with a wedding photographer in Italy or in the US, anywhere in the world, there are certain things that you need to be aware of when working with a wedding photographer. So you could definitely follow her on social media or just use her action plan, and she'll connect you with local resources at each step so you can find the right photographer for you as a couple. So I'm going to go in and just take a quick look at some of her tips. She definitely has a wonderful personality and voice. This is Hanri. Anything that you want to save or remember you were working on, you can always favorite as usual, and it will save it to your favorites page. This is going to be helpful for you and your fiance to stay on the same page. And when you're going into these meetings with your photographers or potential photographers, you have all your questions and all your notes in one place because you can flip over the cards and put in your notes right here. And as you do that, it'll save it. So keep everything in one spot. You don't have to have texts and emails and searching through Excel sheets and all these things to organize the hunt for the perfect wedding photographer. So as we go through her steps, she takes you through things you need to know for product. She's got very easy checklists here so that you guys are really looking at the right elements as you go along. And she even gives in questions, tips about pricing. So there are things here that you can do where, let's say you fall in love with a wedding photographer that is above your wedding budget. There's some really great ways that people have made it work. So definitely check into that. At each step, at the very top, she also connects you with those local resources that might be really helpful. So, whether that's a wedding planner who might be able to get you a discount with photographers that they work with on a regular basis, you can just click on that and it'll auto populate based on wherever you are in the world. So right now I'm logged in as San Francisco. So here are some local vendors that I can save and contact later and even put notes on the back of the card after I meet with them. So this is a fantastic guide, takes you through personality, practice, all these things that are really going to make a difference in your wedding images. How comfortable you are with your photographer, making sure you really connect with them and you trust them are all going to show through on your images. And more importantly, how much you enjoy your wedding day. So I'm featuring Hanri, but I also was a bride of Hanri. So I'm going to show you on my inspo page. This is the page where you can upload any photos, just a couple of the images that she shot from our wedding here in San Francisco back in June. So these are some of our favorites, but to be honest, there were so many great images that it was really hard to pick from, and we still are selecting. So you can upload at any time images here from things you like on Pinterest. And then as you move along, you could share those with your wedding photographer as well. So that way you guys are on the same page on what your visual ideas are, and they can really understand how they could best capture your wedding. So this is a very exciting part of the wedding process. It's really great because that photographer, one of the reasons we selected Hanri is we just loved her personality, and you can definitely play videos here and get to know Hanri a little bit more. But she just has this energy that makes everybody feel welcome and comfortable. So we really wanted that at our wedding. That was more important to us than, we wanted to have memories. And in order to have great memories, you want to make sure your guests are comfortable and everyone's having a good time. So Hanri knows how to put everybody at ease, above and beyond being an incredible published photographer and working with brides, and why she's flown around the world all the time. We were just so happy to have her date available and have her come in from South Africa on her world tour. So again, this is how we selected Hanri, and Hanri has been so amazing to work with that she's put down the elements that you need to be considering when looking at a wedding photographer to find the right person for your wedding. So again, this is the process that Hanri shares. As you work with your wedding photographers, they may have their own process. So hopefully this guide will help you select and find that person. And then once you find that vendor, definitely share with them Life.Cafe, because they can create their own action plan and help guide you through their process from there on out now that you're working with them. So we're not only great for you guys, but we're also great for the vendors and keeping you guys on the same page with your vendors every step of the way. So feel free to share that with them, and we can definitely get them a free action plan as it came from one of our Life.Cafe couples. So congratulations again, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the wedding planning process on Life.Cafe. And be sure to check out our Plan Your Wedding action plan that's free, as well as Plan Your Honeymoon.